in our lesson plan, we defined it as the capacity to prepare for, recover from, and adapt in the face of any challenge or stress. So that's what we teach. So that's how I define it now. a
All
lot of
right.
people, a lot of people will say it's the ability to bounce back. That's where we get, a lot of feedback from people that we instruct. When you ask them that question, they'll say the ability to bounce back, or sometimes they may say something as insightful as to work through an issue. But so heart math has a strict definition of it that involves preparation for adapting in the face of stress or challenge, and then the ability to recover from it. Michael and the people he worked with to build this program were really focused on taking care of law enforcement officers, improving their ability to perform the difficult job that they do, and also take care of themselves while they're doing it. So if you look at law enforcement's history, it's a history that's riddled with gastrointestinal problems, diabetes, heart disease, alcoholism, high rates of suicide. There's all kinds of indicators that the profession breaks its practitioners down in a fairly significant way. So resilience is something that Blue Courage and Michael started looking at a long time ago, I'd say decades ago. But the profession today, over the past couple of years, IACP, New Hampshire, the National Sheriff's Association, national police groups have paid a lot of attention to wellness and resilience being a big part of it. So you say Blue Courage has resilience as a component because it's important, just isn't enough. I think it's important to note that Blue Courage saw this as an important issue long before the traditional leaders of law enforcement have paid the attention to it that they're paying to it now. It's critically important to redefine what resilience is, and this program does that very well. It's more than just bouncing back. And the breakdown of the three things that we already talked about are a wonderful intro, and I think that's an important piece of the module that we do with law enforcement. The second thing is a technique, in other words, a skill that a law enforcement officer can leave the room with. A lot of what we do is discussion, theory, all important, but in this particular module, and others also, but in this one, we definitely give a skill. Heart-focused breathing is the skill. It's simple, it's very realistic, and it applies, and it's very applicable to the life of a law enforcement officer, both in the privacy of his or her home or in the midst of a situation on the job, similar to what I just described in this internal interview. You can use the skill. It's so versatile. You can use it in so many different places. So that's the second thing I would say, is that we have a skill. So the definition, and then the skill, and then the third thing that I would say is that we talk about use of that skill, and we talk about it to use it to prepare for stress or challenge in your life, to adapt in the face of stress. What we talk about and we describe very in a detailed way, how to shift and reset yourself. In other words, when you know that you have to be very self-aware, and we talk about the concept of self-awareness and how to look at emotions from a very detailed way. So if you can condition yourself to be self-aware of your emotional state, it allows you the ability to shift and reset that state to a more balanced, coherent place. And then if you do that regularly throughout the day, you're able to sustain a level of resilience as you begin your day, move through your day, and end your day. And through a simple system of practicing this simple technique routinely in your life, you can maintain resilience, increase your performance, and your ability to do the job that law enforcement officers do. So those are the three things I would say: is a good definition, a simple skill, and then a methodology of how to apply the skill in the workplace are the three critical components, in my opinion, of this module.
Let's practice 16 seconds. Close your eyes. And now watch your breath as you breathe in through your nose to the count of 4, as it moves down your chest, into your belly, and then hold it there. And continue to watch it, observe it, witness it. And now release that breath and watch it as it moves up your chest into your sinuses, out through your nostrils, and hold that breath out. And continue to watch it, witness it, observe it. And now open your eyes, breathe normally, and move into the next moment with greater clarity.